Here we are, fellas, episode 3 of my starter pack squad. If you missed the past 2 episodes, what are you doing? Essentially, right now, we're just in the middle of Div 10. We created our team, we did some offline challenges, and basically built a really terrible team for completely no money and basically just casual amounts of playtime. So in the last episode, we got halfway through, like I said, Division 10. So today's episode, we're going to show you the remainder of it and give you an update on the team and some polls. The good thing about this is the only way to get players is through rerolls or by doing offline challenges or by spending 15k on a gold normal pack. That's the only way to get players in this. There's no buying and selling, flipping the market, and doing any of those crazy tactics. This is legit what you would do if you just kind of followed my strategies and whatnot and the tips that I give out and just basically play a couple hours a week. That's it. So let's jump into the remainder of Div 10. So we matched up against Get Your Dab On, and let's go over the goals in this one. So we'll pick it up early in the first on the penalty kill. Something I want to mention about when killing a penalty, make sure that you don't switch around a lot. This is how you get burned, and stay inside the dots. You notice here I keep my same player, and I just make sure that I'm not getting burned, keep them to the outside of the slot. Sends me on a 2-on-1. He plays the pass, easy forehand, backhand goal for Matt Generous, the 71 overall defenseman. Yikes. So here he's actually got a lane and forces it in the middle though, and it just clips up to my guy, sends me on an easy break. And like I said in the last video, guys, learn the one-hand tuck. It is an easy go-to. We're on the board with Tom Wilson. Here we are. About a minute later, guys, I use some board play, tie him up along the boards. He sends it to the open wing. No one's there, though. I collect it. Notice how he's not pressing me up against the board. He's kind of just hovering around me, but doesn't actually engage me at all. So I'm literally just watching the slot here, waiting for someone to get open. And sure enough, I send it over with Rich Clune, and now we're on the board. So that'll actually do it. He quits out, so we're just going to collect our coins. Easy win there for the boys. Yeah, again, so like all we're doing is getting players through coins, so obviously you're going to need quite a few wins for us to open up a pack. But the good thing is that I am ripping through those progression challenges and whatnot very quickly, and those also give a lot of coins, especially because you get a lot early on as you're grinding through the early stages. Let's also take a look at my team as far as the stats so far. So we're an easy 3-0, 75 overall rating. We've got Tyler Johnson, Nate Perkovich. He's got a 2-point per game pace. Cloud Clutterbuck, Goudreau, Rich Clune as well. A couple guys that haven't gotten on the board at all. Beat Gerber, kind of disappointing early on, not going to lie. Still, though, top name, got to say. Quick little update on the forward lines. Goudreau, Larkin, and Clutterbuck are the first line. Wilson, Johnson, Reed Boucher. Then it's a bunch of silvers after that. So things are pretty rough. Rick Smith leads it on the back end to 83 overall. We still got a normal Sil Pascal Corbeil there as well. And Matt Generous, though, loving him. He did score that nice one early on. But let's get into the next game. Next one up is versus Hut. Clever name. Let's see if this is going to be a battle or not. Early in the first on the power play, pretty standard play on the power play. Win it straight to your winger, fire it to the far side defenseman, and Ricky Smith just fires it low far side on the ice. It's 1-0 just like that, boys. Moments after that, on another power play, I get going here pretty aggressive after I lose the draw here. He takes another penalty, and then it's just cycling. He's playing me tight at the point, but the problem is he's not... He's rushing me, and you'll see here is that these are the ones where you can hold it, walk right in, and Ricky Smith unloads an absolute missile wrister for his second goal of the game, emerging as an offensive weapon on the back end. 83 overall. Pick it up here in the second period. He goes on a 2-on-1. I play it really well, and then I get dunked on. That's my own fault, but, you know, I'm not going to hold the puck in May or June now. So we're in the second still. I want to mention that when you're playing lesser opponents, in the higher divisions, you want to go really aggressive, and the reason for it is you can really, really hammer them in. A lot of players will struggle and get nervous when players start pressing against them, especially in their own zone. This guy turns it over twice here. I'm allowed to walk right in for that easy short side wrister with 81 Larkin. Near the end of the second, I get caught chasing here, selecting, switching players quite a bit, and I do it too late and leave that Tarasenko wide open. Can't be doing that. You got to watch that lane, and it's 3-2. So early in the third, I'm on the power play breakout, and a terrible step up by me. I completely missed the read and send this dude on a wide open 2-on-0 basically. And we got a game here early in the third. And moments later, subject to the Xbox bumps here. I make a pretty good read in the defense. Don't step up with Smith. Collect it with Wilson, but it's poked off somehow, and it's wide open again for that easy clapper from Naslin. So that's not going to work. We're going to have to take our time out here and see if we can't regroup to try and not lose our first game in our series. So at this point with this team, it's time to just get pucks on net. Delayed penalty allows me to walk right in, try to fire it and snipe, but that's not going to happen with the 71s back on defense. But Clutterbuck's going to bang that in for an easy tap in. We got ourselves a game. So at the end of regulation, just chance after chance, can't get one to go. We're going to go into OT tied at 4. I'm a little rattled at this point. I have outplayed him pretty thoroughly, but that's what happens with a team like this. 10 minutes to 3, had tons of shots. You know, again, it's going to be a struggle. It's not always going to be easy with a team that's basically in the 70s. So here we are, first overtime. So the tough part about OT is you can't be super aggressive. You're going to get 2-on-1s or breakaways. And right here, I stay within the dots. I feel pretty good. I actually poke-check that, but it goes right to his guy. He doesn't complete a pass. Wide open for Naslin in the slot. And you know that's just a 90 overall player ripping on a 68 overall goalie. We take our first L in overtime. Haven't lost in regulation yet, but that one does kind of suck looking at the stats after the game, but it's going to happen. All right, let's go for that Div 10 title up against Deakheads HC. Interesting name. Let's go over the goals in this one. So this is a pretty easy one. I get it up with Larkin here. I know he's got some speed at least. I just fly right down. He doesn't press, but he just bites way too hard down low. Easy pullback. This is like one of the simplest goals you can score. It all depends. If you're the guy you're playing, will just keep backing up. Most will stay in the slot, but this guy doesn't. And anytime you get that situation, it's easy to nip that corner. Still in the first, and again, so when you're going up against someone like this that plays super aggressive and chases you, these are the easiest opponents to play. So I'm literally just getting him to do what I want. He leaves me open in a few spots here, and I'm just waiting for a one-timer to open up, and sure enough, far side, he controls his defenseman, and he's just trying to hope and pray, poke-check that, gets right through to Goudreau. We're up 2-0. Perfect example of why tight point is still very effective, especially early on divisions, that guys that use the point a lot. This guy literally just sends it right over to Perkovich. I use the half spin little tactic to get some speed, then that cheese one-hand goal, 70 overall is going to do that, guys. Like, it's crazy. A little bit later, we've got him streaking down the ice here, and I overcommit on the left side there, but somehow he gets that puck back and then just throws a muffin far side with a 67 overall player. That one's interesting. Okay, hold the phone. I'm on the power play here. I strip him of the puck behind the net, and I send it stupidly up to a far side 1T where there's two guys in the way. Get him on a 2-on-1 basically. Fires it. I throw it out, and yeah, it's a tough one. Got to stop doing that. And a little bit later, I got a big answer on the board here. So I break the line again. I'm just waiting for somebody to open up because he's pressing me stupidly hard. Throw it towards the net. Knock it off his stick again. And again, we're just waiting for that slot to open up. And sure enough, it does because he controls his defenseman. Pulls him one side way over. And Tyler Johnson's got an easy tap in 1T. All right, this is kind of filth. Send it up to Larkin. Half spin to get around this guy. Sauce it over to Clutterbuck, who just goes to the nice backhand with 2.1 to go. Got a little walk there. So that's 5-2 going into the second. This whole sequence, this guy's just not learning from the beginning of the game. Look how far back he goes. He leaves me for a wide open short side wrister. I pass it off for some reason. It's kind of a mess here. We jumble up. Clutterbuck gets it. But again, because he's so aggressive, I'm allowed to just walk around. He's switching players too much for an easy tap in for Goudreau. When you get too aggressive and you start chasing, you need to just realize what you're doing. Switch to one player. Keep him. Kind of collapse back and start reading lanes as opposed to being so concerned about getting the puck back. That's what happens a lot in the higher divisions. I can legit have this on repeat. Look how aggressive he is with his defenseman. Never go up with the last man back, and it's a 2-on-0. Like, when you're the last man back on a 2-on-1, guys, you should never be pressing up towards the guys coming at you. You need to defend and collapse. You're just going to give up so many odd man rushes or clear breaks, just like this guy does, and there was 1.7 seconds left. I feel like this whole game I've literally been on the power play, but anyways, we take some shots again. I'm just cycling around, trying to wait for him to just overcommit too much. Notice how he like sends his wingers that he's attacking me at the point literally out of the zone. And again, I'm just looking for those quick 1Ts, and sure enough, Larkin gets open in the slot, and he sends her home, and it's 8-2. Boys are flying. All right, so we're gonna end this game 12-2. Huge night, win that Div 10 title, so we're gonna be able to open up a division pack regardless. See if we can't gain a player, even a silver rare at this point could still potentially make the team. And we're getting closer to that 15k coin that we needed to open up a normal pack. So things are looking good. Larkin also had 9 points in this one, so that's kind of ridiculous. Clutterbuck had 5, but Larkin just went absolutely ham sandwich on this guy. And yeah, let's go open up that div pack. So here we are with our first division title pack. Again, basically anything can make the team that isn't a bronze or a silver common. See what we get. We get that Bulldog jersey, kind of pointless. Don't need any of that. Maybe we could throw it in for a reroll. Contract's okay. And Ryan White, 100% going to make the team. Completely okay with that. So we actually get a player. It's hilarious that I'm excited for gold commons when doing a series like this. Like, this is the one part about this series that I like, because everything that you get while you're playing it, you're essentially getting an upgrade for your team. So we're going to throw Ryan into the lineup. Going to do some rerolls as well. Again, that is a way for us to get new players on this team specifically. And because a silver common can still potentially make the team, it's decent to do. So we do the bronze one here to get the silver, and then see if we can get anything here. So we open up the silver common pack, and we score 64 Yaroslav Richter. He's not going to make the team, unfortunately, but still, again, it's a nice try. Get closer to that Sakic set, I guess. And yeah, let's move on. Last little bit of unlock stuff. So we did finish one of the progression challenges. That gets us a bronze pack. Again, gives us a shot at another card for the team, which is dope. And doing the dailies as well, getting those monthly collectibles. Now in June, we can actually get packs pretty simple. I mean, it only takes us 2 June collectibles to get a gold pack. So that might actually allow us to open way more, which is dope. So let's go ahead and open up that one pack, see if we can get anything. We also got some other stuff, but let's grab this bronze pack. Not gonna lie, the contracts I'm pretty stoked about, because I never want to have to spend coins on contracts. But no one is really gonna make the team out of this one. But again, that's okay. The contracts are worth it, and we can use the other cards for reroll filler. So guys, that is going to do it for episode 3. Division 10 is now done. Moving on to Division 9. If you want to watch the series live, whenever I stream now, again, it's always from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Monday to Friday. There are a few days throughout the summer and the week that I won't be able to make it. And you can catch me doing this team live. This is where I get all the clips for it, just on my Twitch. Again, that link is down below, www.twitch.tv/nosleeves12. Just go to it. If I'm not streaming, hit the follow button. You'll get a notification when I go live. Also want to mention, I will be gone in about 2 weeks for the GWC to Vegas. I'll be going to the final. I just got back from the U.S. Regional and the Canadian Regional. Got a big announcement about that in regards to something I'm going to be able to stream. But again, guys, thank you for watching. I'm NoSleeves12, and I'll see you next time.